Hello people, figured I should probably do one of these since, I don't know, things are actually happening. There isn't a massive amount to talk about, but I don't know. I mean, there's E3, the World Cup is starting today. Go England, woo. Yeah, that's gonna go great. Oh well. And I don't know, there's just some wank that I can ramble on about for however long I can ramble. Anyway, I suppose I should start with the team, because the team is... See, I think the problem with the team at the moment is that I'm starting to reach my limit as a player. The team is pretty good. The team functions well. I have no real problems with the team apart from Cypher being 4 times weak to stealth rocks. Like, you get rid of that problem, you get rid of 90% of the problem. And that is really frustrating, because Cypher just kind of fits really well into it. But if I could get rid of that, and I could find a more reliable defogger, then I would be cool. And I would be happy, and I would have absolutely zero problems. Why have you gone into Armaldo? Ooh, he took it well though. He took it well. Oh well, let's get rid of you, I guess. Having a look, Pyro might come in, that would be terrible. Might just keep actually, I can't just keep smashing away with Magneton, can I? I'm going to T-Bolt. And we will deal with what comes in accordingly. But yeah, I think the problem with the team at the moment is that I'm just starting to reach the peak of my skill. Like, I mean, apart from Cypher having the problem, and Kadabra is just a smidge too weak, just a smidge. I actually lost a game. There was a sweep in progress, and Kadabra just barely missed out on KOing an Uxie, and that lost me the game. So Cypher being weak to stealth rocks, and Kadabra just a smidge, just a tiny little smidgy, just too weak. But I need it to be Scarf, because I need to outspeed certain things, so yeah, kinda stuck with that one. I kinda want to go into Seismitoad, but seriously, the amount of times that's fucking predicted. Oh, and every single Magneton now runs Hidden Power Grass as standard, like, without fail. Which I think is quite cool. I don't know, I started doing that ages ago, but... Aha! Whoa! That sucked! Let's not do that again. Okay, so I'd imagine he's Scarfed if he's got the overheat. That makes sense to me. So yeah, that's pretty much that. There were a few things I wanted to try, and to be fair, I have actually managed to get back into breeding again, because I was watching Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, like, the entire fucking thing, and I was like, you know what, I may as well find something to bloody well do while I'm watching this. So I did, and so I think I bred, like, 4 Cyphers, because I wanted a Jolly Banded one for some reason. I wanted the Defog set that I've got now. I wanted a Defog Sizzle, and I wanted an SD Roost bulky Mega Sizzle. So there's that. Oh, it's Garbodor. Garbodor! That's probably Rocky fucking Helmet. I don't like you, Rocky Helmet Garbodor. Oh well. Yeah, I kind of went mental. I'm just trying to level up all the guys now, and then I will probably try and do a little bit more passerby battles. I'll try and get a few more of those. So yeah, that's a thing. I also bred a Scarf Licky and a Life Orb Licky. Oh, you clever git. Fair enough. No, I'll give him that. You got me there. Yeah, this guy was thinking about Cypher being a defogger. It's a good special war, but the SR... This is a massive pain. Pretty much sums up Cypher in a nutshell. I mean, if you watch that video that I did with Robotnik, even he was like, how the fuck is Cypher tanking everything in the known universe? It's like, 'cause he can. Because he's a beast. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't have to make sense, but he can for some bizarre reason. And I like that. I have no problems with that. I'm just going to go in for an EQ. I don't really care about Togetic that much. It's a bit of a pisser, but I'll get on with it. Aha! No gong shot for you. Oh, it's not Rocky Helmet. He must be max HP, max defense then. I quite like the oh. That's pretty lame, actually. Gong shot's a bitch like that, buddy. Terry proved long ago that gong shot is a very smelly move. Although, judging from that, it didn't matter. But on the other hand, he just got a poison, so I think we can call that karmatically even. So yeah, there's that. Breeding stuff. Hopefully, we'll get somewhere. And it'll be grand. That's the hope and the dream. I'm just going to stay in. I mean, Bufalon is going to present troubles, but hopefully, I mean, Pyro specs, Pyro should just flatten it nicely. So, yeah! I'd imagine he's scarfed. Okay, Kingler, that's cool. I kind of have to go into Magneton. I don't really want to go into Magneton because that thing gets superpower. It also gets knockoff. I'm not particularly looking forward to this. Looking at his team, I might just sack Scyther. Oh, the Cramp Hammer. The Hammer of Crabbiness. Meh. I'll deal. He might actually be scarfed. Yeah. Nah, I'd give him that. Anyway, I suppose I can talk about a couple things. One, Mega Sableye was announced, which makes me you have no idea how happy that makes me. And you want to know why? Because it, what I was worried that Game Freak would do is they'd be like, oh, hey, Mega Sceptile, Mega Swampert, Mega Diancie, that's your lot. You know, just as a sort of, hey, look at this, look at the game, look at the big game, look at the shiny game. You like the shiny game, don't you? Let's look at the shiny game. But they didn't, and with Mega Sableye, that at least fills me with a bit more hope that there's going to be a few more Megas, and I'll be happy. So, I'm cool with that. I kind of need Magneton because Bufalon is going to fuck my face in. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Pyro. So yeah, that makes me happy. I'm okay with that. Oh, Pyro, you fucking beast. You beast. Aha! I don't think so, buddy. I don't think so, buddy. Specs Pyro says no. Oh dear. So yeah, that makes me a happy panda, and I am perfectly and quite frankly very okay with this. Ooh, cheeky minx. Alright, it's cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spam acrobatics, and hopefully Fletchinder will 2-hit KO with the Bufalon. Or he's going to stay. What? Okay. Aha! Alright, Fletchinder, I need you now. Oh, okay. As long as he isn't scarfed, there's a hope. If he's scarfed, then I lose. Oh yeah. Magneton! Boosh! Oh yeah! Oh man. Alright, I didn't really deserve that one, but there you go. Yeah, as I say, makes me happy that they should at least announce a few more. And maybe we can get a Mega Salamence? I'd be happy with that. I would take that. I'd like me some Mega Salamence. I just think he's cool enough, and I'd imagine his Mega would be pretty fucking awesome to look at. So, I don't know. I would be perfectly okay with that. A lot of people have been talking and chatting crap about Mega Sableye, though, sort of. The usual lark seems to be, well, you know, what's his ability? Because I think it was something like, he can hide behind his jewel thingy, and it can cockblock anything ever. And I was like, that sounds cool. Final, what the? Ooh, okay. Coming in strong there, buddy. Coming in strong. Alright then. I'm perfectly okay with that. Yeah. It's pretty good. I have no problems with this. In fact, I can be quite cheeky here, and I can go into Scyther, and I can defog, and I go blah. E3 seemed like a bit of an eternal disappointment. I don't know. There was some... I tried not to watch a lot of it because I didn't want to get sucked into the hype train of death. Because I fucking hate that. It's just like the whole point of the pre-rendered crap that they just sort of throw in your face is to be all like, hey, look at the game, it looks really good, doesn't it? You really want it, you really want the game, you really want the game, do you really want the game? Well, you might have the game at some point, but it probably won't look as good as this. That's generally how it works. Ah, for Christ's sake. I don't get poisoned by the 2 sludge bombs, I get poisoned by the poison point. Hooray. That's generally how I see it working, and it is a little bit kind of frustrating. It's just like, can you just not, like, you know, jack off in my face with your pre-rendered trailers? Can I actually see, like, the game part of the fucking game? Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be really nice? No, I don't know. I think it would be nice to actually, like, see the game. That would be great. How are you still so strong? I'm going to wisp you now. Okay. Ah, of course you would, Fletchinder. You've let me down, lad. You've let me down, lad. Ah. I'm actually going to stay in and wisp again. Because I've kind of got bugger all else to do. I don't know if he's going to have Rock Slide though, but it's a thing. I need to get Scyther in so I can fucking defog, because Magneton's dead, this is dead, Scyther's probably dead, so yeah. Well, at least he's burned. Oh. Okie dokie then. Oh, come on! Give me the burn, game! That's all I want! It's not that hard. Yeah, this is just a massive losing battle, and there's absolutely, positively, 100% nothing I want to switch in right now. Oh, fuck's sake. I may, well, looking at his team, I could use this to kill the shift tree, but that's kind of about it. On the other hand, is Magneton really useful for anything? Is he really useful for anything? I don't think he is. Oh, decisions. I think I'm going to sack Magneton. I kind of like having him around because he's really fucking useful, but I'm kind of stuck on that one. Fletchinder can kind of do more. It can hit Dragalge a lot harder. Oh, is that Cypher? Oh, he lived the hit, but then the bullshit poison. I don't even know what to do. Nothing wants to take a Dark Pulse. Absolutely nothing. Although I suppose this is why we do actually have Pyro. For these sort of situations. Like, Pyro is supposed to be my bullshit wall killer. Oh, please God. Oh, yes. No stealth rocks for you, motherfucker! I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Unless that has stealth rocks. If that has stealth rocks, I'm going to bleed. Very hard. Oh, you've no idea. Aha. Aha, fucker. Ah, you know what? Fuck it. I'll tell you that. It's a burnt part of this line. It's effectively pointless now. I'm okay with this. Now, it's just trying to get that shift tree to stop being stupid. Once we get that done, the pieces will fall into place. Pyro may have to nom a sucker punch. Yeah, I think you are. Oh, don't you dare. Oh, thank God I nailed it. Whew! I think I can take one. I'm fairly certain I count it, and I can. electric algae, stop being so stupid! Why do you have to be such a dick, Dragalge? Why? Why must you be the bastard man? Oh yeah, it hasn't even got a life orb on it. It can go knock off, and that's gonna hurt. I need a skull bird. Oh, it's gonna do even worse than that. Bird. That's probably game. Bullets, you wanker. Yeah, that's kind of fuck all I can do here. Because if I trigger him, then he can go knock off, and then suddenly he's quicker, and I'm like, oh, so I fucking lose anyway. Yeah, I'm just boned. This is what I'm talking about. I'm just not good enough at this point. I don't know. People say like, oh yeah, Zagan, you're actually quite a good player. It's just like, no, not really. I don't know. I was thinking of having a break from this crap and trying out some different guys. Like, I wanted to see what Assault vs. Miltank would be like. But at the time I thought of that idea, I thought it got Drain Punch, and it doesn't. And then I had to look around, I was like, oh wait, Kangaskhan's got better HP, better defenses all round, better attack, worse speed, but not by much. Oh look, it's the same person again. You get a lot of that in NU, you get a lot of that. So, I don't know. I kind of want to try it, I kind of don't. I was also maybe thinking of trying it as a Stealth Rocks defensive lead, but I don't. Things. Anyway, yeah, I suppose I was going to moan about E3 before I got sidetracked super hard. One thing that kind of sort of wasn't very good from what I saw was what they're doing, like the big Halo collection. I look at that and I just think that's dumb. Like, I don't care. And what, if you buy it, you get Halo 1, which they've already re-released, by the way. Do not get excited for that. They've already re-released Halo 1. I don't think they need to do it again. So there's that. There you get Halo 2, Halo 3, which is the best game ever. I don't care what anyone says. As far as I'm concerned, it is the best game ever and always will be, unless people stop being dicks. Like, that's pretty much never ever going to happen ever in the history of ever. So, kind of done. What do you get? Halo 4, which I don't care about because I haven't played, because bleh. And I think I saw or heard you get like a alpha or sort of nearly finished copy of Halo 5, and I'm like, how the fuck does that work? Yeah, fuck off, Bastion. So that kind of annoyed me a smidge, but not massively. It just seems a bit dumb and pointless, and I don't quite understand why it's a thing. But hey, I don't know. Whatever works for them. They want to bilk a few more people out of their monies for some more Master Chief shit, then by all means. Like, I love Halo 3, I just don't particularly think any other Halo game is that impressive, and I kind of wish people would stop thinking they are. I mean, Halo 3 wasn't an amazing game because it was an amazing game. It was an amazing game because the online was really good and fun and kind of, you know, it seemed like more of a community than trying to just kill everything. Well, it did to me at the time, so I have a bit of a rose-coloured vision of it, but I still liked it, and it was still really good, so I don't know. Why didn't you go Crab Hammer? You're obviously scuffed, and I have a fucking Seismitoad. I thought he was going to go Superpower. But he did not. I'm probably, I'm just going to predict the Switch. Because he has to, really. There's no getting around that one. So yeah, I thought that was a bit dumb. I heard that Bayonetta 2 got more shit on it, but I don't know, I'm not especially oh my god. I'm not amazingly enthused about that. I'm not as bitter as I was. When you consider that Bayonetta the original Bayonetta is my second favourite game of all time, I was pretty salty when they were like, oh, hey, yeah, Bayonetta 2, even though we said there wasn't going to be another Bayonetta, and the even greater thing is this is coming to a console that it wasn't even part of originally. So the entire audience that doesn't really like Nintendo gets to buy a Wii U, or fuck you. And I was like, oh, thanks, Platinum. That's really nice. Oh, look at you, you can make predictions. Fair enough. Actually, it probably wasn't a prediction, it just made sense. I don't know, I figured he was going to go for a head charge again. Oh well, guess what I get to do again. I'm kind of definitely assuming he's locked into it. Aha, fucker! No more bullshit Kingler for you. So, I know, I'm not as bitter as I was, because when I found out that Nintendo actually came up to them like, hey, you know that game series that you really love and you really want to make more of? Well, how about we pay for the entire project? And I saw that and I was like, oh. Be honest, alright? I still remember vaguely, I can't remember where I read it, and it was a very long time ago, but I do definitely remember there was a little thing where they were like, hey, so is there going to be a Bayonetta 2? And they were like, no, because we really like the game. It's really good, and we think it's good enough to stand on its own without DLC or without a sequel, and I respected that massively, because it was, you know, true. As far as I was concerned, the game was good enough to stand on its own merits, and it deserved to just be a standalone thing. So yeah, I was a bit bitter about that, and that they were going to make another one. But then, you know, when I saw that Nintendo were forking the bill out, I was like, oh, you know, you can be as amazing and as sort of, you know, brilliant as you like, but no one's going to turn down complete funding for a project they enjoyed working on. Like, find me the man. Like, I don't know. No one would ever turn that down. Like, you could be the sort of most stubborn man in the world. You could say, no, I have made my peace with this series and I love the game and I'm going to leave it. But at some point when someone else comes along and says, you know what, we're going to fund the entire thing, there's just no. No one would turn that down. So I'm not as bitter about Bayonetta 2 as I was. I kind of wish that, you know, they'd sort of... I do sort of still wish they'd said no, but I do understand why they said yes. I just think Nintendo are more dicks for it, because I think Platinum kind of understood that their game was really good, whereas I think Nintendo were like, what do we need to get people interested in the Wii U? I know, boobs, that'll help. That usually works for all the other big boy consoles, so yeah, I think that's why they did that. Yeah, other than that, it was kind of boring. I mean, Forza Horizon 2 annoyed me slightly, because Microsoft probably told them, like, hey, yeah, you remember, like, Forza 3 when we had, like, 500 cars with the game? Well, you know, we're probably going to do what we did with Forza 5 and make 90% of the cars DLC. It's just like, no. Stop that. Don't make it all DLC. It's a driving game. Can you just give us the cars instead of cutting them out of the game and then selling them back to us? That's a really massively dick move. But it's just whatever. So that annoyed me slightly. And also the, what was it? The, I think I saw a little bit of, there was a reveal of, what was it, Conker from Conker's Bad Fur Day showed up at the end of some game trailer, I can't remember. And I was like, well, why are you letting Rare make it? I thought that was quite insulting, actually. I was like, what, just let Rare make it. That's what I mean. You got in another developer, and then you freaking took, like, the license from Rare, who made it what it was. It was originally going to be a little kiddies game, and then it turned into this awesome, weird, kind of sweary thing, and you took that away from them, and you handed it to someone else? I thought that was an incredibly dick move. I was insulted. Ridiculous. I felt so sorry for them. Just to have their... It's like... Banjo-Kazooie was one of the things that always really... Oh, wow, you stayed in. I thought you were going to Shell Smash. fair enough. Whatever floats your boat. I don't actually think I really need to maintain Magneton sturdy, to be honest. I'm looking at it. I don't think I do. I don't think I'll be able to 2-hit KO Malamar. What I need is to keep Scyther at good health. That is crucial. So I will endeavour to do so. Yeah, I just thought, you know, like, Banjo-Kazooie, Nuts and Bolts, alright, was a thing that not a lot of people liked. I'm willing to admit, you know, I understand why not a lot of people liked it, because what a lot of people wanted was they wanted a, you know, Banjo-Kazooie game, like a big, awesome-looking platformer, and what they got was some kind of crazy sort of building block, like, car mechanic-y thing. And I thought that Rare got a lot of crap for that, and Microsoft deservedly got a lot of crap for that, because it's basically like, hey, you remember that license that you really love and we said that we were going to make a new game for? Well, fuck you! Like, with the best will in the world, I want to believe that maybe it was actually like someone at Rare thinking, you know what, we can make something really interesting and different if we try this. But I can't really, because it's a lie. Like, they didn't... There was nothing there. They didn't want to make something interesting and nifty and out there. That wasn't part of it. It was, I think, you know, maybe Rare had an idea for a game, or Microsoft had an idea for a game. A pretty awesome idea of mine. But then they told them, like, oh yeah, what we're going to do is we're just going to put this license on it so it gets more sales. Thanks. And I just think Rare probably got a lot of unnecessary flack for that. And I also think the flack that they probably got for it was probably the thing that made Microsoft shove them into Kinect development. Which for, you know, a sort of company as, you know, well regarded as Rare, is a little bit insulting. It's a bit of a slap in the face, let's be honest. Oh, well, I don't know. Oh, yeah, well, guess what? I'm a Violite, and I don't really have to care. Yeah, and you're not. I love this thing sometimes. So, you know, to sort of take their other license, which a lot of other people really wanted to see a game for, and then be like, yeah, we're just gonna hand this off to these people. You sit in the corner working on your Kinect games. It's a bit crap, really, I think is the best way to describe it. I can't think of any other way to describe it. It's just a smidge insulting that a company as good as Rare, not only are they relegated to making fucking awful, miserable, depressingly crap Kinect games, but now they can't even keep a hold of their own main franchises. Yeah. I don't know. That's me. I just thought it was a bit mean and rude. Oh, did Cypher just tank that? I think he did. Also, I just remembered I'm supposed to be keeping this fucking thing alive for, Moolamar. Yeah, okay. I probably shouldn't have gone so gung-ho on that one. On the other hand, I'm fairly certain that Cypher should outspeed. Although, unless it's max speed, then it won't. But, yeah. Okay. So I kind of wasted Cypher a bit too hard on that one. Right. Although, looking at that, I really want to say that was Hidden Power Rock, but I could be entirely wrong. It could be Fire. See, I don't know, because I want to go into Fletchinder, because Fire is the one that makes it, you know, large amounts of sense, but Rock also makes large amounts of sense on the Lilligant, and you don't really see Rock. When I'm looking at things, I don't really need Magneton. Or I could just go into Kadabra, not really care, and then just kill it anyway. I think that makes the most sense. Yeah, I'm not especially going to enjoy shit, but I'm actually going to go for a Dazzling Gleam. I think I'll kill. I think. I'm fairly confident in that. Yay! Scarf Kadabra wins again. See, if it was just a smidge more powerful, it would be perfect, because this thing is quick enough. It's well quick enough. So I like that. You, sir, are obviously spexed. obviously, very obviously spexed. So, whatever. Yeah, I know. I just feel a bit sorry for Rare. I think they just kind of got shafted unnecessarily, and it's a bit of a dick move. I don't know. It just seems unnecessary to me. Why are you staying in? Oh. Oh! You know what's just happened? This has just happened. Unless you're scarfed, buddy. Time for me to roost up. Whoa. And now Cypher's good to go. Very good to go. I can actually go into Kadabra and then sack it while spamming Dazzling Gleams, unless he feels like going into Trigalgy again. Which I can see him doing. Nope, no, you're doing that. Go for it, buddy. By all means. If you go superpower, you won't kill, and I'll 2-hit KO you unless you're assault there, so bleh. Oh, or I'll just fucking kill him. Cool. I don't know, works. I can't complain. Can't complain. You know, one thing I didn't actually do was check the mixer. Let's have a look at it. Alright, it's actually right. Okay. That went a bit awkward. Talking for 30 minutes with crappy audio quality. So yeah, I just felt like having a little bit of a thing. Like, I don't know. So, in summary, team's okay, but I'm not. So, I'm sort of sitting and hovering around the 1400 mark. You know, sort of occasionally getting to 1500 and then dropping massively to 1300 and sort of sitting around that in the ranking thing. Which can be incredibly frustrating, but I'm sort of trying to get away from being incredibly frustrated by it, because I actually want to enjoy myself while I play this game, but it can get very frustrating sometimes. And when people outplay you, you do feel like a bit of a tit. I do appreciate that they outplayed me, and I can understand that, and I will applaud them, but I still feel like a bit of a tit. I am getting back into breeding again. I'm probably going to try some new shit at some point, but I'm still trying to think of new shit to try out that might actually work. Mega Sableye looks pretty cool. I can't wait to see what it is, although I bet 20 quid that it's probably going to have the stall ability. Just cause, you know they would do that. You know for a fact that they would do that. You know, they wouldn't give it Prankster. They wouldn't be cool with that. Nah, they'd give it Stall. I could just see it right now. If they do give it Prankster, then hey. Although on the other hand, you could still use Prankster to set something up before you Mega Evolve, because the speed is calculated before you Mega Evolve, and since Prankster gives it +1, so yeah, you can still do things with it, even if it gets Stall. But I can still see it getting Stall just to piss people off. The Master Chief collection looks whatever, just re-releasing it again. They're just conning you! Why can't you people see this? Everyone's like, oh yeah, Master Chief collection's like, fuck off! The only thing that will give that Master Chief collection merit is if every single one of those Halos is online. If they are, grand. Then that's something to be on board with. But I do have real trouble thinking that they're A, going to port all the games to the Xbox One, and then B, going to give them all online shit. I really do have problems with that. I really can't see them doing it. So yeah, that's basically it. They're just conning you. They're re-releasing games. They've been doing that for the Xbox One for ages, and they're like doing it on a bigger scale. Although on the other hand, like, alright, two things that will make it redeemed and make it worthwhile. If it's the same price as a regular game, like, as long as it isn't like some 100 quid bundle, like, it has to be like, 40, 50 quid. I can handle that. That's fine. And two, if every single game has internet connectivity, then that's something to be excited about. But as it stands, they're just re-releasing the games. They've re-released Halo 1 already. Halo 2 was pretty good, but meh. Now, Halo 3, that's something to be, yeah. Because I love Halo 3, because it's amazing, and I always will. It's so good. Ah. So yeah, there's that. Bayonetta 2, I'm not as bitter as I was. I'm okay with that. I'm down for that, I guess. If the Wii U gets cheaper, then I might buy it, but it probably won't, because I doubt they're going to stop trying to bundle it with the T-Tray anytime soon. I also heard something about Bayonetta 2 having touch controls, and I'm like, on the one hand, that just sounds like a gimmick. On the other hand, I get the feeling they probably put that in to sell the sex a bit more, so there you go. I can't remember the third thing I talked about. And yeah, I feel sorry for Rare having Conquer taken away from them. They're slowly having their identity just ripped away by Microsoft till they're nothing. So, on the one hand, Conker's awesome, and he's really cool. On the other hand, I don't want to support it because fuck Microsoft. So, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, enjoy E3. Oh yeah, enjoy the World Cup as well. If I was going to support a team, I'd support Sweden, but they're not in the World Cup because they're Sweden. So, there you go. I'm stuck supporting England. I hate that. I don't particularly... Everyone's like, oh, you've got to... You know, you're born in England, you've got to support England. Like, I don't want to support England. Every single year, every single time the World Cup comes on, we're like, yeah, we've got a chance. However long since we won the last one, we can do it this year. It's like, no, we won't. There are teams with far better players. Just like Spain, Brazil, who are probably going to win it. Netherlands probably have a better team. Germany, you know, Argentina, although their defense is dog shit. You know, like, yeah, Uruguay, Italy. We're pretty far down the pecking order now, but everyone seems to think that we're still amazing. It's just like, we never really were. We have good players, and they can be a good team when they feel like being it, but no, we're not that amazing. So yeah, enjoy the World Cup. I don't know if E3 still... I don't know how long E3 lasts, but whatever. Enjoy any more shitty announcements and pre-rendered trailers. And just remember, Aliens Colonial Marines. That showed, like, actual legit-looking footage, and it was still, like, fake. So, get hyped, but don't believe everything. Because, yeah, we live in the age where the developers and publishers don't trust the consumer, so we should probably stop trusting them. So be excited and be like, yeah, I'm gonna get that, but I wouldn't go crazy. I'd just be like, that looks cool, I hope the game's actually like that, instead of a lie. Oh yeah, and really, Tomb Raider 2, really? The Rise of the Tomb Raider? Come on, guys. Come on. Do you really need... Is this reboot really going to turn into another franchise? Do you remember how well the last two franchises went? I do. The reboot, the first one, was really bad. And Lara still looked all weird. I mean, I suppose everyone liked the latest Tomb Raider, but I don't think it's, like, reboot worthy. I think people should just kind of let it die at this point. I don't know. Anyway, that's the mad ramblings of me. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.